Hello, wonderful bridge people. Eli Jolly back for another hand of the day. Unfortunately, this is not an exciting tale of me finding the correct play. This is a reminder to myself of remembering a very specific technique and idea that I often forget. So I hopefully you learned something from it. If you're a master of this technique, congratulations. Yeah, this is the thing about bridge. You know, these things don't pop up for a while, and you hope that you have the pattern recognition to see it. So let's talk about this hand. It seems like a really pedestrian hand to two diamonds. Now, the opponents lead the ace of hearts, and I see this dummy. And of course, I'm really kind of sad. My partner doesn't even have one diamond. If they had one diamond, my chances would go way up on this hand. And I have a lot of losers. I have two spade losers, two heart losers, and probably two diamonds. So off the top, it doesn't seem like I'm going to make it. And my general plan, if I can get in, is to maybe set up some clubs to pitch losers. Now, they've gone ahead and attacked one of my weak suits, hearts, and West leads the ace of hearts, so they do not have the king. So let's see what happens. They lead the ace, East plays the 9, and robots do play standard signals, by the way, so this 9 seems encouraging. And then the 7 to the king, that looks bad for me, and then they play a heart and they trumpet. So good news, bad news, mostly bad news that my queen was trumped. The good news is they have one less trump. So what do I have to hope for here? Well, basically a mistake. So I'm still sitting back trying to get in to make a move. They switch to a club. So this is what I needed. If they don't cash spades, I actually have some kind of a chance. So I play the jack from dummy, trying to get them to play the queen, and they do. All right, so at this point in the hand, I have a chance to make it. So I want you to take 30 seconds, a minute, maybe longer, pause the video, and think about your line and what you're hoping for at this point. You have a lot of information on this hand. You know that West started with ace doubleton of hearts. They've already trumped a diamond. They did not want to switch to a spade when they got in. So think it through. And if you didn't pause, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to pause myself here. So at this point in the hand, what I'm thinking is I need specifically the diamonds to have started 4-3 and West to have had 4. If that's the case, then I can hopefully cash my clubs, pitch a spade loser, and only lose one diamond and one spade. Now, that's as far as my thinking went, and that was kind of the issue. So I did the right thing here, which I made a little bit of a safety play. I cashed the ace of diamonds. I played the king of diamonds. So now, okay, they both followed. I have a real chance. And the next part of my plan, I executed fine. I hope that the clubs split decently. I played the ace, I played the 10, and I pitched a spade. Now at this point, what I did not consider is how to get back to my hands in the safest way possible. We have to remember a couple things about this hand. If I play a spade and East wins the spade, they can play a heart, and then West can trump with the queen or jack, and they can score their trump separately if they're divided. If one of them has the queen jack at this point, I'm screwed anyway. So I have to hope that I can somehow cut the communication between the opponents. And the way that you do this, so once you realize that that's the key to the hand, that I can't let East or West in to give them a trump promotion, I can employ the scissors coup. So a scissors coup play is when you cut the communication between the opponents and don't allow them to do this. Well, I'm going to first show you what I did wrong so you can see it in real time. And I'll actually open up the hands because it's kind of tricky to visualize. So I played a spade, which a lot of people would have, I think, and they won the ace. And now look what happens. They play the 7. East can trump with the queen of diamonds, and now West later can score their jack. So that's what I did not want to happen. So let's go back and look at what I could have done. So even just opening up the double dummy solver we see that if I had played anything but a spade, it would have worked. So if I played, and I think the coolest play here, I don't know if it really matters that much, is to play a club, okay? You know, I guess at this point, East could trump with a queen, but if they trump with the queen, I pitch my spade. So that's not the right play here because that's a loser on loser. So they're going to pitch, say, a spade. Now, I'm at this point, if I play the 5, look what I can do. So if I just play a club here, once East doesn't follow, if I play a diamond, they have to cover. They have to follow, and I can just play a trump and hope for what I needed to happen. I could also play the kind of cool play here, is to play the 7 of spades. Now this isn't really necessary, but if you play the 7 of spades, now all West has are diamonds and spades. So if they play a spade, I can trump, and I play a trump out, and their honors crash. So, you know, I really had a lot of good chances to make this one, but I'm bringing this one up because sometimes I'll think to myself, oh, well, they have a winner in that suit. I've already pitched the one loser I could, but I don't realize that just continuing that plain suit and cutting communication, or in this instance, just playing for the 4-3 the right way would have worked. Playing a spade was the wrong play. So don't forget your scissors. Don't forget to think about how I can take away the opponent's entries. I can keep them from communicating can be very key. So anyway, this was a hand I should have gotten right, but I'm glad it came up, and hopefully it was instructive to you. And I will see you next time. Happy bridge. Bye-bye.